not in the business of dentistry, I'm in the business of people. My name is Dr. Miranda Cornejo. I work at Accent Dental in Valparaiso, Indiana with Dr. Dean Bolden. Well, I actually was working briefly in corporate, and I realized that was not how I wanted to practice dentistry because, like I said, I'm in the business of people, and I felt like I didn't have time to connect with my patients. There was pressure to make patients accept treatment, and that's just not how I wanted to practice. And I met with Dr. Bolden on a Friday, and I said, I'm gonna take a quick break, and I went and quit my job because I knew that even if my position wouldn't be with him, that there are offices out there that will treat patients the way they need to be treated and how I wanted to treat patients. So that was really important to me, especially starting out in my career. I'm not going to build it on the backs of patients that are vulnerable. So I was very lucky because he hired me for Monday. I don't know if there's words to describe him. He is truly amazing. He is such a great mentor. He is so intelligent. He takes his time with his patients, which it's really hard to find it in this fast-paced society that we live in. So it's nice to slow down and, put the patient first. And he has such an amazing memory. He remembers everything about every patient. There's been times I have sent him a picture of a partial, no details, nothing, and he will know the patient. He's good at dentistry. I aspire to be him one day because he just does dentistry right. There's no other way to put it. So we're still in a transition period where there are some people that don't want to see a female doctor, which is I'm okay with because I exclusively want to see female doctors. But I think it's a really good change because it's hard to find people that are passionate, and sometimes it does take that tender, loving soul of a woman to just take the time to spend with a patient. All of the patients that I have met have been welcoming me with open arms. So it's been a good transition for me, but I understand where it can be hard depending on where you work at and your patient base to be a female doctor. No matter what you do or where you do it at, you need support, whether it's from family, friends, co-workers, and I am supported 110%. I don't feel that I have to know all the answers. I have patients that are understanding, that are, they allow me to learn with them. And with Dr. Bolden's mentorship, I think that I am way ahead of some of my peers, and it's a good feeling because that just means I can treat the patient better, faster. When you go in there, you feel like family everywhere around you. Yeah, we have 2 scanners, and it's a big change for patients that they don't realize that they need it. It can be really hard, especially when you're working on patients with a gag reflex. The scanners, it just changes the entire appointment. They don't dread taking a scan, and it also helps us improve our patient care because I can have a digital copy of the patient without them being in my chair. I can scan them really quick at the appointment and review their case later. It just makes it better so I can have a 3D rendering of their mouth without them being there. So both Alex and Jack have been amazing in helping me get where I need to be. There is a lot to learn when it comes to digital dentistry. There is a ton of different systems, so it just streamlines the process when I have the support of not only my staff, but my lab as well. I firmly believe that a lab technician can make a bad dentist look great. But we are so lucky that we have good dentists and then we have good lab work, and the patients see that, they appreciate it, Patients don't always know what's good and bad, but they know what's amazing, and they can see that. I want that patient to feel like what they have in their mouth is natural, what belongs to them, that doesn't feel like a prosthesis. And I feel the creative side of me kind of helps in making those decisions, because it takes an eye to see that, but I know regardless, I always have help from the lab to come help make those final decisions, because it is hard for a patient to know what they want, and it takes professional opinion, and I always love to have the lab's opinion on that. Favorite days are delivery days, when you're delivering a crown or a denture or a partial denture and you just see that patient light up. It makes dentistry worth it.